Hey everybody, hope you guys doing alright. So, I just saw something that brought some things to my attention. Like priorities. Like I have not been. My priorities have been kind of fucked up. I mean, not I'd say fucked up, but it's different, definitely different, and I haven't been. I could definitely do a better job being considerate about other people in regards to just in relationships in general, not just potential romantic interests, but also friendships and my family and so anyways, I think I'm gonna just share some of the reasons possibly why I am this way, because it's not like I'm trying to hurt people or anything like that, but for my type, my who I am, it's I've always been like the type of person that's done pretty good on my own. Like I've always been kind of never wanted the attention. Like I actually, anytime it was on to me, I always tried to do my best to like kind of push it away. And so because of that, like I've always, sometimes I find myself in relationships to where it's like I haven't really embraced the concept of really merging with somebody, like completely, which is the most intimate way to go about doing being in a relationship, in my opinion. So um and in order to do that, you really got to make that other person your priority. Like just the merging needs to be the priority, over everything else. And I have not done this, not in any relationship of I mean some of my the only reason why I would say some of my male relationships were like that is because I either have been men in my life who've shared this, I say friendships, I'm not, who've shared the same passion I've had to save the world and also like change the world, like multiple ones. And because of that, it's helped us continue talking, and the camaraderie of it and the essence of sharing things, and like I've gone through a lot of different phases of how to do stuff, but there were times that I've had relationships with friends, and where we're sharing everything that we have, and that's an instance, that's a step towards people merging. It was a friendship thing, it wasn't romantic or anything like that, so it's a different dynamic. But I've actually never done that with a female. The one girlfriend I had, we actually worked at the same job, so we were around each other quite a lot, and it did go on for about 6 months, so we got really close, but I still never like really had the intent to really merge with her. I wasn't even totally all that aware of it. I also wasn't like totally like in the connection was deep, but it wasn't. There was still a lot that wasn't kind of meshing up as well as it could with other people, perhaps. So I think that's part of the reason too why I was never so involved or motivated to develop that type of emerging, because I didn't feel like the potentiality was all that there. And I think part of the reason why I might have, I'll be honest with you, there's definitely been some fear about really committing to fuck a particular person. I just feel weird saying this, right? But anyway, because like if you're not super, if you're not completely like, if you don't have a good level of confidence with who you are, and if you don't really know who you are and you ain't really able to speak who you are, and you don't merging with your quote unquote twin self, soulmate, whatever you want to call it, the deepest person on the planet that you can find for you two together, have that type of relationship. It's not going to work out very well, because you're going into an area that's all about being completely authentic and vulnerable and open and true with another human being. And if you aren't able to do that and project that, if you still have doubts within yourself, like levels to everything, so if there's still a large level of doubt within yourself and what you want to do and how you're going to do it, and your life plan and your life, where you are and all this and that, it's going to be hard, more challenging, if not, to merge with that anybody else, or that particular relationship of really merging together. Like that intimacy requires, I think it's safe to say, it requires a level of true commitment and authenticity, and a willingness also to put that person above everything else. And there's been conversations where she straight up asked me like, what do you want? And the first thing that came out of my mouth was, I want to get the project done. you know um But that's not always true. Sometimes it is. And I do think that in order for me for this thing to be successful, I've had to sacrifice myself and prioritize this the way that I have. Otherwise I wouldn't have gotten to where I'm at right now. And this is, it's still a little bit of a ways away, but I've never felt so secure in the intricacies that I've developed as I have now. It's like I know I made a lot of progress, and so it's hard for me to like have regrets in doing that because yeah, I haven't been there as much as I should and could. But at the same time, I've also, used that other time in a productive manner to help save the world and also, to hopefully, develop, accumulate some revenue so that, this could be able to provide for us in a living manner and in very well, perhaps. So, even though it's been hard and, there's been a lot of pains and aches and bumps along the road, along with all of that, there has been me continuously, consistently working on, a good future for not only whoever wants to share it with me, in an intimate fashion, but also for the rest of the world. So, but it's really unfair, for me, especially, and I can, I didn't do it with this intent, but like to say the things that I've said and to write the things that I've written, I can see how that puts images and sensations and information in another's mind that makes them feel like, well, okay, he's doing and saying these fucking things. Well, then where's the rest of it? Like that's only part of, the essentials to turn this into something beautiful and great. I wasn't following through completely. I wasn't, my priorities again were like, as I'm saying, have been skewed. If I really wanted that type of relationship, which is what I had in mind with that particular person, if it was gonna, it would be that, so anyways, I just I wanted to at least acknowledge that and say that and put it out there that yes, that this has been, I feel like that has been a huge issue with in regards to, the potentiality for us, to connect in that type of a manner. Just this is all hypothetical, of course. I'm not saying that any type of that connection exists or or anything like that. It's just expressing how, things have gone and how they could go and why things have happened, perhaps shedding more light on why things have happened in the past and why they're the way they are right now. So all right, I love you guys. Y'all take care. Bye.